Do you think your phone's listening to you? I'll tell you why. Hi everyone, welcome to Planet Juju. Have you ever had that spooky situation where you've been talking about something to someone and shortly afterwards that thing is advertised to you online? It's really enough to make you think your phone's listening to everything you say. I've had my Google Voice Assistant switched off for some time now, as quite frankly it got annoying, pinging on when I hadn't even said "Hey Google," and I didn't want it listening to the rest of my conversation. The explanation Google uses for this phenomenon is that they target ads based not only on your lifestyle, but on your friends and families too, especially if your phones have been in the same location recently. It's the same with other social media sites. So for example, if you're on Facebook, you'll see that businesses are advertised to you based on your friends already liking them. A couple of months ago, that spooky situation happened to me. My friend and I were having a chat about air fryers, and he'd just bought one, and he was telling me how impressed he was with it. I'd been thinking about getting one, but I hadn't even started researching them at that stage. We'd both had our phones on us at the time, and later that afternoon an air fryer ad popped up as I was browsing on my phone. So here's what Google has to say about it. And that's got me thinking about conducting an experiment to test it, and this is how I'm going to do it. I'm going to pick something I've never talked about before. Well, certainly not since smartphones were invented. I must not have Googled, watched or searched for the thing in any other way. It must be completely unrelated to my lifestyle and that of my friends around me. I'm going to reset my advertising data on Google so they start again with fewer personalised ads. I'm going to switch my Google Voice Assistant on so my phone will be listening out for me again. I'm going to talk about the thing at random moments throughout the day when my phone's close by, and I'll do this for a week. I'm not going to search online for the thing or type the thing in any messages or using any software, radio silence as it were, and I'm not going to click on any ads that I see either, as that would confirm I'm interested. I'll screenshot any relevant advertising I see. I've written the thing here. I'm going to avoid saying the words many times in this video, as the video's not about the thing. But as YouTube turns my narrative into text for closed captions, too much of the thing could promote the thing in my ads and recommended videos, and maybe yours too. That would be a cool group experiment too though, wouldn't it? If later on you see any ads for any of the items or companies I do mention throughout the video, let me know in the comments, especially if they're new to you. Well, it's 1 week later, so here's what happened. Day 1, I made 4 mentions out loud with my phone turned on. This Etsy ad popped up, and since I already look at Etsy from time to time, I wondered if this could just be a random ad and not specifically targeted towards the thing. We'll see. Day 2, I made 4 mentions, and the most related ad I saw was this one for Johnson's baby powder, but since I already shop at Sainsbury's, and I have recently bought this product, it's not giving me the spooky feeling. Day 3, 3 mentions, and I saw no relevant ads, so maybe my phone isn't listening to me. Day 4, I forgot to make any mentions, and I didn't see any relevant ads. Day 5, I made 5 mentions, and I got a little more specific about the types of thing that I might want. Johnson's baby powder was shown to me again, but this ad was interesting. Not exactly the thing, but related to the thing, and certainly not something I'd be looking for in my personal life or online. Day 6, and I made just one pretend landline phone call in the presence of my mobile phone, mentioning the thing and specific types of the thing, and ta-da! An M&S advert on the YouTube platform specifically about the thing. Now, I see M&S ads all the time as I'm a customer, but they've only ever advertised things like ladies' clothes, garden furniture and food to me, so I'm a little surprised. Oh, and Johnson's baby powder is still being pushed to me on several websites. Day 7, I made no mentions of the thing, but this ad came up. I'm still not convinced that my phone is really listening to me because I have a few important cognitive biases to consider. The first one's called the frequency bias. When you notice an unusual word or phrase,
imagine a moist plinth,
or you're specifically looking for something, your brain regards it as important and puts noticing it again as a top priority. Back when I was working in fertility, patients trying to conceive often express their distress at noticing babies everywhere. It even happens when planning a purchase of a car. You start noticing that model of car on the road. So I may have always been shown those types of ads before and just not registered them, but because I'm specifically looking out for them for this experiment, it may be that I'm honing in on them more. Although I have noticed it's still taken my brain a few moments to register them, as the thing isn't part of my everyday life. During the experiment, I also noticed this article at the top of my Google News feed as I'd honed in on the word experiment. The second cognitive bias is the clustering illusion. That's the tendency to see patterns in random events. Especially if I'm already looking for a pattern, my brain's coaxing me to believe it. The third is confirmation bias. If I'd already had a preconceived idea that my phone is listening to me, so when I saw the thing-based ads it confirmed my preconception, then I would be completely ignoring that the ad engine is trying to make sense of my preferences after I reset my ad profile. To be fair, I've been shown all sorts of random ads that don't fit with my lifestyle. At 6 foot, I was the tallest girl at school, so I don't think I'll be needing this. Another bias may be selective perception. If I had a conspiracy theorist's mind and a negative feeling towards ad promotion, I'd be seeing these events as definite proof I was being listened to. There's also the causal fallacy that seeing ads for the thing on my phone is caused by my phone listening to me. It's the same train of thought that resulted in one particular office chair being blamed for a run of pregnancies at work. I should also consider the fact that despite not clicking on any of these ads, whatever we do online can be tracked, especially on YouTube and other social media sites such as Facebook. YouTube knows exactly how long something's been up on my screen and will record my impressions. So given that I'm leaving the ads on the screen a bit longer to be able to screenshot them, it might suggest that I'm more interested and tell the ad engine to push more baby item related ads at me just to test the water. And the last thing I should consider, based on the fact that social sites will show me what my friends have been looking at, is that one of my friends, halfway through the experiment but the day after the M&S ad, has just become a granddad, and maybe, just maybe, his online ads are full of the thing. But Facebook hasn't shown me any relevant ads at all, so I definitely don't think Facebook listens to me. But Google? I'd say the ad that gave me the spookiest feeling is this one, as it's not a company website I've ever used or purchased from, but considering its preoccupation with Johnson's baby powder, I think it's probably just testing the water with different thing-related ads, and I definitely didn't find a large enough body of ads to prove anything else. Let me know if you agree, and if you thought about cognitive biases before, and if you can think of any I've missed. Hope you found that interesting. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you again soon.